Hello everyone, Motherhood is not for the weak and is not for cowards. In today's video, we'll be discussing the journey of breastfeeding. I won't be doing it alone because I have some persons or some mothers that are yet to share their experiences with you guys. So let's stick around.
Hello, my dear viewers. Today, I'll be opening up something very close to my heart. I don't think I've discussed anything like this on my channel anyway, but just to respond to this beautiful creator that made the special request, I've decided to make this video. And it's about my breastfeeding journey. Yes, if you're asking, I have a toddler and I breastfed. What was the journey like? Being a nurse and a midwife, we encourage people to breastfeed if you can. But if you cannot, it's not a do or die affair. Now, was breastfeeding a sweet experience for me? Keep watching to find out. Now, whether you're an expecting mom or a new mom or just curious to find out, I hope sharing my real experiences, the highs, the lows, the surprises, can help you feel seen, can help you feel supported, and it can help you a little bit prepared. But no one can prepare you for motherhood and for breastfeeding, because every human have different experience. Yes, for some people breastfeeding was just sweet, like no highs and lows. It was only sweet. Now, as a midwife, I currently practice as a midwife here in the UK. I always recommend exclusive breastfeeding, right? That's if you can do it. But of course, there are moms that cannot do it for different reasons, which I don't want this video to be too long, so I wouldn't be mentioned. But if you fall into that category of people that can breastfeed, then yes, we always recommend exclusive breastfeeding. Did I do exclusive breastfeeding? Yes. Was it easy? No. It was not easy. Okay, now let me highlight some of the benefits of exclusive breastfeeding for baby and for mom, because the benefit is mutual. It's not just for baby or for mom alone. No, both parties benefit. Sorry about the disturbance. My son is here, so in case of any background noise, just know it's my son. Okay, so I said I'll be giving you some benefits, the mutual benefits for both the baby now, and because the mom. I'll be telling you what my journey was like. Let me just tell you what these benefits are. For the baby, you see breast milk, it has the optimal nutrition. You see all the vitamin this, vitamin that. Breast milk has everything your baby needs. Okay, so optimal nutrition is one benefit for baby. Secondly, immunity boost. Now, breast milk provide the immunity your baby needs. You see all those colic, diarrhea, respiratory issues babies usually have. In fairness to you, my son never had all those things. Yes, he never had it. Now, there are people that breastfed and yes, the babies still have some things. If you want to try your best, yeah, to minimize those things as possible, as best as you can. Which English should I speak for you to understand? Okay, breast milk gives your baby that protection. Breast milk has antibodies that will help protect your baby. It's more like medicine for the baby. I always tell mothers that I look after that, to see your breast milk, it's just like your medicine for the baby. It's food for the baby. It's protection for the baby. Now we're just talking about the benefits, right? Another main factor, in fact, that one, let me put asterisks on it, because there are people that are like, no, it's not just breast milk that does that. But if you check researches, based on researches that have been made, breast milk really helps with cognitive development. You see, brain development, it helps your child to be smart. Yes, I agree. I agree on that one. A lot of people are like, that's just like a fact, it's a myth, it's this, it's that. For me, I agree. You're asking me about my experience, right? And I'm sharing. Now, there are a lot of benefits, but because I don't want this, yeah, this video is already long. God, they gave me strict instruction when I'm making the video. But anyway, for mom, there are benefits like postpartum weight loss. There are mothers that are like, oh, they gained all the whole pregnancy weight and they're thinking of how to lose it. One easy way without the whole medicine, exercise, stress is breastfeeding. Yes, breastfeeding helps you lose that postpartum weight, you if at the pregnancy weight and everything. Okay, another importance of breastfeeding for mothers is contraception. Now, there are people that you don't even know, 1 month after you give birth you can become pregnant again. Yes, I'm telling you this one as a midwife, we see this happen a lot. One way natural contraception is breastfeeding. If you're exclusively breastfeeding, it happens, so it's not as if they. Another importance of breastfeeding for mothers is contraception. Now, there are people that you don't even know, 1 month after you give birth you can become pregnant again. Yes, I'm telling you this one as a midwife, we see this happen a lot. One way natural contraception is breastfeeding. If you're exclusively breastfeeding, it happens. So it's not as if there is no percentage of pregnancy that will not happen immediately, even if you're breastfeeding. Of course, I've seen cases where it happens, but I'm giving you the statistics, the higher percentage where it doesn't happen. So breastfeeding is also like a natural contraception, exclusive breastfeeding. Now, let me just summarize my journey, okay? The thing is, breastfeeding is not easy. It's a sweet experience, yeah. It helps establish that bonding between mom and baby, and sometimes that bonding, hey, it has its advantage and its disadvantage. But yeah, it helps release. There's this hormone called the happy hormone, oxytocin. You're connecting with your baby. Breastfeeding does that. And then you see that first latching for the baby to like attach well, because there are I don't even want to go into the medical details in total, but latching matters a lot. Like the positioning and how you hold your baby matters a lot. Good thing is, here in the UK, I don't know where you're watching from, but here in the UK, in fact, there's a lot of support, all the support you can get, right from when you're in the hospital, even during your antenatal period, down to postpartum period. There is the infant feeding team that are always there to support you. Even the midwives, they're always there to support you, show you how to properly um position your baby, the different positioning styles to breastfeed, and how to get your baby to latch on well. Because a lot of people complain about nipple pain, nipple soreness, fasciitis, and all of that. And some of these things happen because you're not positioning the baby very well. So you see that first latch, that pain. I don't even want to think about it, but yeah, you'll be like, come on, should it be this painful? But yeah, that's another painful bit about it. And then, I'm trying to summarize. In as much as you now get, it will even cause you sleepless nights, body pain, because depending on how you're breastfeeding, God. Now, let me just summarize. The video is already longer than I would want it to. Maybe because of the interruptions, my baby here and there. But I'll just let you know that breastfeeding is different from for every mom and every baby. It's always a different experience, but it's always good to ask for support, ask questions what you don't know, because knowledge helps. When you know good positioning, good latching technique, and all of that, it helps you. If you know the benefits of the breastfeeding as well, the breast milk for the baby and for you, it will help you. Okay. Now, to summarize, the tips I'll give you is, if you ask questions, you learn all these things. If you're already suffering from like nipple pain and all those things, you can use creams like the lanolin cream. If you're having body pain, you just know that, okay, you need to work on that positioning. Because I remember first time moms will always end up bending our back like this when we're breastfeeding, because we want to, depending on the type of breast you have, you always want to, bring the breast to the baby and all those things. See, it's a calm, relaxed, something you do while you're relaxed. You bring the baby towards you, not you going towards the baby. A lot to say, a lot to learn about breastfeeding. But ask your questions. People recommend you get good support pillow that will also help you. And then eat, feed well, hydrate yourself, and yeah, just leave your questions in the comment section, because I don't think I can cover everything about my breastfeeding journey in a short video or in one video. So yeah, leave your questions in the comment section. Support this beautiful creator that requested for this video.
Honestly, in the life of every moo out there, I am tired is a luxury statement. I am tired is a luxury we can't afford, because where do you even want to start? Is it the constant demand to be fed? By the way, I want to take this time to say kudos to every exclusive breastfeeding mom out there. It's not easy at all. There is no any time or any aspect of breastfeeding that is really easy, okay? Because the mother's job is never done. Is it the constant waking up, the round clock feeding? The baby goes pretends to fall asleep from 12 a.m. and wakes up before it's 1 o'clock, and then the 2 a.m. feeding, the 4 a.m. feeding until the day breaks, and everyone wakes up looking at you like we have all slept and we are awake. But was the mom actually sleeping? Was the moo actually resting? No. So Honestly, it's not easy. No one tells us about these things. Sometimes we don't see it coming, but then we all do. End of the day, every mom experience this tiredness one way or the other. Yes, it is a luxury we can afford, but is a mom actually usually tired? Yes, you see it in her eyes, you see it in her whole body, you see it in her actions, you see it in maybe even sometimes the way she snaps at things that she wouldn't have on a normal day. Sometimes it's just not getting enough rest. And but then, is there anything that can be done about it? No. Even sometimes when you think you have help and like people around, there's always that, is the baby crying? Where's the mom? It's it's just there, and I think it's part of that joy of motherhood. Okay, so that is it. Yeah, also knowing that you are raising a whole new being, a whole new human being outside of the womb. You are dedicated to making sure that this being, this baby, is fine. You are dedicated to making sure that this baby is well taken care of, that everything that is needed for this baby to grow and flourish lies in your hands. You literally give in your own life to ensure that that baby is fine, honestly. So yes, are moms usually tired? Breastfeeding mothers? Yes. Is it an aspect we explore? Is it a luxury we take up on, and I'm tired so the baby can cry, I'm tired, the next person can hold the baby, I'm tired, I'm not ready to feed the baby now? No, because you are the snack when the baby wants snack. You are the main food when the baby wants to eat. You are the factory producing the food. You are the moo. So at the end of the day, I'm tired is indeed a luxury in the life of any breastfeeding mom. You want to meet my baby? Ta-da! The journey of breastfeeding and my experience as a mother. Okay, so breastfeeding is a beautiful experience. The journey of breastfeeding is a beautiful experience. Bringing it down to my personal experience, I enjoyed it and I am still enjoying it. Yeah, it's stressful, but yeah, it's still worth it. The general thing, bringing up a child is stressful, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. So I'm enjoying it. Okay, I'm enjoying the stress of everything of the breastfeeding. So breastfeeding, a whole lot comes to play: the psychological aspect, the physical aspect, the emotional aspect, the spiritual aspect. Because take it or leave it, breastfeeding connects you to your child on a different level. Yeah, that's true. Not like you're not connected to your child when you don't breastfeed, no, but it makes you feel there's some sort of extraordinary bond with your child. So breastfeeding, it does a whole lot of things. Even as a breastfeeding mom, I have always done it, and I'll keep doing it whenever I am breastfeeding my child. Not whenever anyway, but anytime it comes to my mind, I pray for him. I pray for him. I pray for my child. I decree proclaim good things upon his life while I'm breastfeeding him. So it's a journey that cuts across a whole lot of emotions, a whole lot of things. You have to choose what you eat. You choose whether you take in fact, whatever you eat is what your baby eats. Yeah, if you take alcohol, that means your baby is taking alcohol into his system. So you have to prioritize. It's something you prioritize and be like, okay, I want to do this. Then you have to remove whatever that is going to be a stumbling block to not giving your child the best. So breastfeeding is beautiful, it's lovely, and my prayer is that every woman, because not all women wants to give birth, every woman that wants to give birth, let God do it for them so that they can experience this, the gift of a child and the gift of breastfeeding. It's a beautiful experience. It's stressful, yeah, bringing up a child is stressful, but what can we do? That's how they all brought us up, so we have to do it. It's stressful, but yet it is enjoying, because when you see your child looking healthy, you will just be happy, and you even want to do more. You'll be like, oh, if there's something I can even do more so that this child will keep being happy, you want to do it. So it's worthwhile and it's lovely.
About breastfeeding, my experience, I will just break it in two ways. I will talk about the pleasant and the unpleasant to me, because it is not in all ways that breastfeeding is actually pleasant. I will first start with the unpleasant one and wrap it up with the pleasant one. So, one of the challenges for me when I was breastfeeding my children, because they have grown up and now I have breastfed two of them, is that you are always busy thinking of how to feed a child. So your regular activities can be easily disrupted, and I would also say my sleep was not consistent. Just imagine, within the night the child cries, you have to wake up and breastfeed. I think that is the major negative one for me, but I have more positive benefits of breastfeeding. The first one is I didn't have much issues of taking my children to the hospital, because for me, I did exclusive breastfeeding for my first child for 6 months. For my second child, I think I started introducing food around 4 months or 5 months or so. So that is it. I didn't really experience much of baby falling sick at the early stage. I would only visit the hospital when it was time for immunization. Another beautiful experience for me is the fact that I build strong bonding with my children during breastfeeding. So that was a time I began to know how my children will feed from that time. For my son, my first child, I knew he would eat. So I breastfed him for 6 months, and when I was done, he did not really go for all this baby formula. He just grabbed the normal food, adult's food, and that was how it went. For my daughter, she wasn't really taking much, and I thought maybe she wanted me to introduce her to food. That was why I couldn't do the complete exclusive 6 months. But that experience made me to bond with my children. I was able to know some things about them, their temperament, their attitude towards food generally. So that was another good side for me. So generally, I would say breastfeeding experience for me was a fantastic one. It helped me to understand what sacrifice is. It helped me to also understand how one can easily create room to absorb another person in their regular plans, because I had to create room to absorb my children in my regular plans, their feeding, how I will be there to feed them, because all they had was feeding directly from me. Thank you.
Guys, if you watched this video to this end, thank you so much, and thank you for the mothers that took out their time, their busy schedule actually, to shoot this video with me. I would have shared my own experiences, but everything they said, I experienced it. All right. If you've watched this video to this end, thank you so much for watching. And also to all TTC mothers out there that are yet to experience this, actually, definitely my prayer for you is that you will experience it, because it is worth experiencing. It's stressful, but it is enjoyable at the same time. If you've watched this video to this end, thank you so much. Please do not forget to like, comment, and share. And if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, please remember to subscribe. And also turn on the bell icon so you'll be the first to know whenever there's a new upload. And we'll see you on our next video. Bye bye.